going on YouTube? Today is August 16th, 2013, and as you saw by the title, I actually have a deck profile today. I'm not just doing some trade binders, which I've been doing recently. I know I haven't done deck profiles or any openings lately, and that's because I don't have any money, so nothing really changes. And again, with money, I don't have any money to be buying things, so that's why I'm not doing any openings. However, I will be getting some money soon. And I'm going to be buying 3 of the new starter decks, opening those up. I'll also get the title and blaster tin. Those come out at the end of the month, I believe, on the 30th. But like I said, I'm doing a deck profile, and by the title, you guys will see, it's a really interesting one. Now, I'm jumping the gun a bit. The ban list, I don't think comes out until the 20th of this month. I could be wrong. But it's been, floating around what the new ban list is. And so I'll be doing a separate video the day it comes out and talking about it. But one of the things I saw on the ban list just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. And like I said, I'm kind of jumping the gun a bit. If I'm wrong, I'm going to look really stupid, but that's okay. I'll just take this video down. What I saw on the ban list was Scapegoat is now unlimited. What? Why? Okay. Scapegoat limited. That's fine. Shouldn't you have maybe limited, feature swap? Enemy controller? Why didn't they do that? They didn't. Now we have 3 Scapegoats, 3 creature swaps, 3 enemy controllers. So as you've already seen from the title, this deck is what I'm calling the Scapegoat brain control, brainwash deck. That's what I'm calling it. It is, and as you guys will see, it is the biggest punt bitch deck I have ever created. I don't like anti-meta decks, but I don't even you know what, let's just get right to it, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's crazy. This deck is going to be a whole lot of fun, assuming that this ban list is correct. So first off, I'd like to have 3, but I don't. I'm just working with the Monarchs that I do have. I have 2 Caius the Shadow Monarchs. In this deck, we're only running 16 monsters, I believe. I'll have to check at the end. Caius the Shadow Monarch is a cool monster. When you tribute him, when you go ahead and sacrifice a monster to special summon him, he allows you to banish any single card on the field, either a card on your field, your opponent's, and if it's a monster card that you banish, and it happens to be of the dark attribute, deal 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. So that's cool. We'll get into why we have Monarchs in here in a second. Next we have Kuraz, the Light Monarch. I'd like to, actually, 2 Caius is good. I'd like to have a second Kuraz. When Kuraz, when he's normal summoned, special summoned, you can destroy up to 2 cards on either side of the field. And then the cards that were destroyed, depending on their controller, that person, like if I destroy 2 of my own, I get to draw 2 cards. If I destroy 2 of my opponents gets to draw 2 cards. However, this card cannot attack the turn that it uses its effect. Yes. Or that it is normal summon or special summon. But it's still a really great card, and we'll get to why it's going to be so awesome for this deck. We have Raiza, the Storm Monarch. When he's tribute summoned, go ahead and return, is it a face-up card? Target 1 card on the field and return it to the top of the deck. So, boom, send one of your opponent's monsters or something else to the top of their deck. Really great card. Next up, we have Mobius, the Frost Monarch, to round up our Monarchs. When he's summoned, destroy 2, when he's normal summoned successfully, destroy 2 spell or trap cards on your opponent's side of the field. Really great card. Or not on your opponent's side of the field, just on the field. Excellent card. Next up, we're running 2 DD Warriors. When this card battles a monster, after damage calculation, you can banish both this monster and the opponent's monster from play. Really great card. We are running 3 Penguin Soldier. When this card's flipped face up, you can return up to 2 monster cards on the field to the owner's hand. Really great card. Especially for this kind of deck, it's kind of like an anti-meta annoyance deck. Lastly, for the monsters, we're running 3 Exiled Force. Summon it, summon it, send it straight to the graveyard, and you can destroy a monster on the field. So, really awesome card, especially for this deck. Okay, let's get to the magics. This is where, ironically, the magic happens. First off, we got Book of Moon, pretty standard. Everybody runs one. Flip a monster face down. It's quick play, so you can use it like a trap. Use it to defend yourself, or basically just use it. Flip a monster face down. A problematic monster negates its effects. So that's cool. Monster Reborn, resurrect a monster from either you or your opponent's graveyard. Heavy Storm, destroy all spell and trap cards in the field. My Body as a Shield, pay 1,500 life points if is it a monster? When your opponent activates a card that would destroy one or more monsters on the field, you can pay 1,500, negate the effect of that card and destroy it. We have Dark Hole. This card destroys all monster cards on the field. Man, the lighting is really bad. Next up, we have 2 Soul Takers. Destroy 1 monster card on the field. One of your face-up opponent's monsters, and then they gain 1,000 life points. And you're thinking, why would you give them 1,000? They can use Solemns and Judgments and all sorts of stuff. But you know what? You're not really going to be special summoning anything, and so who cares? Next up, we're running 3 MSTs. When I talk about the ban list, I'm really going to talk about the 3 MSTs and why everybody needs to run 3 MSTs. According to what we've seen right now on the ban list, you can have 3 Mirror Forces now. I think it is essential for you to run 3 MSTs. You have 3 Mirror Forces, Solemns, Bottomless, Torrential Tributes. If you cannot get your play going because you keep getting hit by those trap cards, it's all bad news. You're going to need the 3 MSTs. So that's what we got those in for. Now we're getting to the big part of this deck and the strategy behind it. We have 3 Scapegoats. This card is a quick play, can be activated like a trap card. When it's activated, special summon 4 Scapegoat tokens. These tokens cannot be tribute summoned. They cannot be used for a tribute summon. And during the turn that you use Scapegoat, you cannot summon any other monsters. Okay. Is it just summon, or you cannot summon? Yeah. You cannot summon any other monsters. So basically, the best time to use it would be during your opponent's turn. Okay, so we got 3 of these. You really can't do much with them, so why is this a problem that we have 3 now? Well, it's a problem because we also have 3 Creature Swaps. Creature Swap is a card. When you play it, you select a monster on your side of the field, like a Scapegoat token, give it to your opponent. And then your opponent selects a monster on their side of the field, and they give it to you. So you can kind of see what happens now. I got maybe Exiled Force. I activate Scapegoat during the end of my opponent's turn. Then I play Exiled Force. Get rid, they have 2 monsters. I get rid of one of their monsters with Exiled Force. Now they have, some big boss monster, Scrap Dragon. They just got some big boss monster. Anything that you can think of, they got it, and now it's there. Scapegoat, Creature Swap, gimme. Give it to me. Took all that time to XC summon your powerful monster, Synchro summon your monster, or maybe just any big boss monster you can think of, and your opponent spends all this time summoning it. Activate the Scapegoat, activate Creature Swap, gimme. It's mine. Same thing with Enemy Controller. With this card's effect, it has 2 effects. It is also a quick play, like Scapegoat. It has 2 effects. One, it can just change a monster's battle position. Okay, that's cool. Second effect, sacrifice one of your monsters in order to take control of one of your opponent's monsters until the end of the turn. Oh, that's nice. You got your big boss monster, something like Dolka, Logia, well, maybe not Logia, maybe number 39, or Utopia. You got your big boss monster out there. Gimme. I'm gonna take it. And unless they have some kind of response like magic drain or something else that negates the magic card effect, or like a pulse, like maybe they can pulse their own monster. Basically, with this scapegoat and with a scapegoat, creature swap, enemy controller, you can now take whatever monsters your opponent has. Just gimme, it's yours, it's mine, and they get a crappy scapegoat. So that's okay. So there are those. Next up, we're running 3 Wabakus. Activate it. Your monster cards can't be destroyed by battle this turn. You take no battle damage. Pretty self-explanatory. Just a good card. You're going to be stalling. We're also running 3 magic cylinders. Maybe you just having a hard time stealing your opponent's monsters. This card's activated when your opponent declares an attack. That attack becomes a direct attack on their life points. So there you go. Pretty self-explanatory. Lastly, we're running 2 cards of Sacrifice. Excellent card for this deck. I'll go ahead and read it to you. Draw 2 cards. If the combined attack of all your face-up attack position monsters is less than the attack of your opponent's face-up monsters with the lowest attack, you cannot summon or change battle positions the turn you activate this card. So, you got stuff like Exiled Force, or maybe your DD Warrior, or even your Goats. Can you even change them to attack mode? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you can change the Goats. You don't have to have them in, defense position. So maybe flip the Goats on your opponent's turn, activate cards of Sacrifice, draw your 2 cards. You got the Wabaku, you got the Magic Cylinder. The Goats all have 0 attack points, so it doesn't matter what your opponent is going to have out in the field. You're going to be able to get your 2 cards. There's no extra deck for this card, because you're not really going to be needing to exceed or synchro summon, because your opponent is going to do that for you. With the Scapegoats, Creature Swap, and the enemy controllers, you should basically be able to steal their monsters with no problem. Your opponent's going to work their ass off to pull off their plays, and all you have to do is activate Scapegoat, one of these 2 cards. Maybe you need to get rid of a card first, like just use your Exiled Force or your Penguin Soldier, and then activate one of these babies and just say, gimme, it's mine. So that's it, YouTube. This was my Scapegoat Brainwash deck profile, the first. If this is the ban list, the one that we've all been seeing, if this is it, and we're gonna have Scapegoat is going to be unlimited, I can guarantee you I am gonna be running this deck like a bastard. I'm just gonna be playing it because I don't know. It's just fun to watch your opponent just try and swarm the field. You activate your Wabaku or something, stop them, and then next turn you can just steal whatever monsters you want. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I must say, with the ban list, I think this is one of the best ban lists they've had in a very long time, just looking at it. I do think it was kind of silly for them to put Scapegoat all the way at 3. You could also do the Scapegoat Plasma combo, Destiny Hero Plasma, but I'm not going to. Anyway, this is the DRACOSSACK signing off. Peace. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. If you liked this video, just go ahead and let me know. If you didn't, that's fine. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. It's not stopping. It didn't stop.